hotness, there is a new social media in town, and most YouTubers are embracing this. I'll show you what it is and tell you why it's important. We may even take a look at the membership feature of YouTube. I've had a request to do that. Might jump into that as a first look. I've got all kinds of YouTube news for you and open Q&A all night. The All Things YouTube live show is about to start. We'll get the countdown timer going, get some good jams on, and always switch over to the bald spot cam. We know you love the bald spot cam. Here it comes. Hot mic the whole time too. I'll catch you in 4 minutes. Let me know you're here. Say hi in the chat. Working. I think it's working. Hold on a second. Oh, baby. All the cool people are showing up. Share the show. It's going to be bananas. Okay, there it is. Oh, that GoPro, man. Takes a lot of tender, loving care.
What you think about when you're born into a fire?
Rich knows what's up.
Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This
nice.
is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away.
Someone's been digging in the description of this video. I can dig it. It's also here. Available on Amazon. There's he has been. Nope, can read that. I don't know. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. My name is Matt Haas. This is the All Things YouTube live show. I have a jam-packed show. We're going to take a deep dive look into locals, actually a first look into locals. We'll do a deep dive preview and behind-the-scenes look at the merch shelf for YouTubers, if you have that enabled. We might get into the memberships. I've had a lot of requests about that. I haven't turned it on yet. I'll show you what I see, and maybe we'll figure that out together. I have a couple updates for you, a lot of YouTube news, open Q&A all night long, and it's going to be amazing. So let's see who's here. New social media, yay. That's Rich Vibes, everyone. Extreme close-up of hand. Yeah. Shalalala Productions. That's Robert Lee, everyone. Dave Gatton is here. Good friend of mine. He's got the big old channel and loves my piano stuff. Yeah, I have lots of channels. One of them is a piano channel. Go find me on the socials. Jaden's here with the purple heart in the channel name. Says hello. Hello to you, Jason. Maybe this week I won't miss the show. Yeah, Robin's been having some issues with her YouTube, but I'm glad everything's all kind of worked out again, Robin. Good to have you here. Robin's Buys and DIYs. She knows I love that channel name. Please don't ever change it. You will break my heart, Robin, if you change your channel name. Not that she said she was going to. I'm just offering her some unsolicited free advice, which I like to do. Harnell Media, that's Mr. Steve Nealon. Welcome back to the channel. Big supporter of mine, that's Steve Nealon. And Marilyn W. Did I say hi to you, Marilyn? Hi. Hey, peeps, Matt, where the trouble melts like lemon drops. Ledger is awesome. I have 4. Order yours at Amazon. You will love it. Yeah, if you do a search for my name on Amazon proper, just MATTHAAS, like this, that book will show up. At least it used to. Now I think you have to set the search to books and only search Matt Haas but it's there. And I have the profit set so low that I don't make any. I think I make 30 cents a copy. So only get it if you want it. It is just a blank book. Nothing but blank pages, so you can put whatever you want in it. Does that mean technically I'm a published author? Like, due to the letter of the law, I have published a book, and I did author that book. So I'm going to put that on my resume. I'm a published author, and if you have a problem with that, you let me know. Adams Exploits is here with a thumbs up in the chat. Yes, please do give me a thumbs up. That's a free interaction you can do, and it helps me out, helps the channel. All right, I got to move fast. I got so much for you tonight. Got the tipping service active. Go ahead and hit that. There's a link in the description, and it's on the screen here real tiny. And if you do that, you'll get something flashing on the screen with your name and a little sound. Same thing with the Buy Me a Coffee, buymeacoffee.com/allthings. You'll get your name and a sound on screen. And for every one of those, I'll hit the hype button. Once per every $1 you spend. So the air horn is active. So you can make me do something on the show. Also, if you do the Stream Elements tip, you'll get your name right here. Any amount will overtake the latest tipper, or you can beat that price and stick there. And like you could stay there for a minute, or you could stay there for 4 shows. Just depends on how long it takes someone to tip over top of you. That really helps me out. Robin says, hey, closed captioning is working now. Is that new? It's not new, but you have to enable it as a host of a streaming show. You have to enable it, and I enable it. Now, when you enable it, unfortunately, you have the normal latency, so it may take 10 seconds for me to see your comment. Your comments aren't super real time, but the way I do my show, that really doesn't hurt. So I like automatic closed captioning, so I'm all for it. Second spin done. Good to see you tonight, Matt, and everyone, says John Venturini. Welcome to the fun, good time we're going to have here. Jam-packed show. All right, guys, say thanks to my top supporters. Jerry Brown from Polly Once a Crafter, Love Audio Production, Shalalala Productions, The Venture Forward, Driveway Workshop, and Enjoy Jacks. Thank you for being top patrons. I'm going to redo this. If you're no longer a patron, some things have switched around. People's credit cards go expired to the expiration date, and so I'm going to kind of redo this. So might want to give a closer look at that. Quick paid ad, The Venture Forward paid ad. That's a channel about recovery. It's on YouTube. The host, John Venturini, is awesome. He knows his stuff, super entertaining. There might be something for you or someone you love who's dealing with addiction issues. That's what that's about, The Venture Forward. Other patrons, Harnell Media, Wit Profit, Rich Vibes, and some $1 patrons over there. Thank you for being supporters. It helps me. I make a lot of content for free, and I appreciate the support. No amount is too small. I need to do that. Yes, I love it. I love it. I'm a big fan of closed captioning. I come from the publishing world, and accessibility is important. It's important for your product because people who have hearing issues can benefit, and that's obvious, like, period, end of sentence. That's why you do it. But also, people who can hear just fine benefit from closed caption. YouTube loves it when you edit your closed captions, and people who can hear just fine could be in a noisy environment like a bar watching a television show or sportscast, or on a train. You don't want to blare your YouTube video and disturb everyone unless you're a psychopath on a crowded public transportation. There's a lot of use cases where closed captionings are come in handy, and I'm all for it. Just dropped a like, says Rick Kane. Thank you, Rick. Appreciate that. Fa-bam. I appreciate all likes and comments. All right. JV's talking about his show coming up. Big show, diet and exercise. Check that out on the Venture Forward YouTube channel. Are we ready to get into it? All right. Open Q&A all night. If you have a question about anything, drop it. I'll answer. Could be marketing, could be graphic design, running a business on YouTube, growing an audience, analytics. If it's anything related to YouTube, ask and I will answer. All right, let's take a look at Locals. This is going to be a quick one. Locals is a website, okay? So let's get that going here. Flip over to this and kind of rubber band some things here. Got to nicen this up for you folks here. There we go. We're pros here at All Things YouTube. Okay. So if you go to locals.com, that's the social media website. And my address is allthingsyoutube.locals.com, and you'll land on this. Now, what is Locals? The best way I can describe it is there are two existing social media platforms, and each one has something good and something bad about it. Locals seems to take those features, only the good features, and smash them together. Which two am I talking about? Facebook groups and Patreon, or some sort of crowdfunding. Now, I have a Facebook group. It's free for you to join. Knock on the door, I'll let you in. And but this also has similarities to a Facebook group because supporters can make posts, just like anyone can make a post on the All Things YouTube Facebook group. Members who are members of the All Things YouTube Facebook group can make a post. Same thing on Locals. Supporters can post on there. Plus, I, as the owner, can post stuff on there as well. And here's the thing. Do you get noticed or notified when I post to Facebook? Probably not. It gets lost in the noise. Locals, you actually get the notification. It's a wonderful thing as a host to have peace of mind that people are getting your notifications. People who want to get them are getting them. It's like a not broken social media platform. It's really great. Now, what's this whole thing about supporters? There is a dollar component with Locals, but you don't have to spend a dime. You can just follow for free. People who follow for free can see everything and like everything, or everything that's public. So the host can either post something public or post something to members only or supporters only. So if you see something public, you can like it. You won't be able to comment, and you won't. But if you are a supporter, then you can comment on the stuff. As I mentioned, as a supporter, you will be able to make your own posts as well. Whoops. I just went black for some reason. I don't know what happened, but I'm back. So that's what Locals is. You know, Patreon's not the best. I mean, I have a Patreon. I'm not happy with the leadership at Patreon. I'm not happy with the direction the company is going. It's very expensive. They take a large chunk of the revenue from the creator to run the platform. Locals doesn't take as much. So I'm very optimistic about Locals. So why don't you open a new tab, please, and consider following me for free? Now, I've backed down the initial buy-in to $3 a month. If they recommend $5, I'm like, no, I'll do $3, or maybe it's even lower. No, I think it's $3. And then as a owner, you can do articles, you can live stream, and there's a couple different flavors of content that you can add. And yeah, I'm very happy with it. Very happy with it. So let's see what some people are saying. I got to get caught up here. Robbins Buys and DIY says, how come when I put out short, it gives me an estimated amount of views, and sometimes says there's so many real views, it goes down sometimes. YouTube is doing its best to forecast and give you information, and that's forecasts are forecasts. They're not always good. Like, say I have 2,800 views in the real counting, and then later I have 2,600. YouTube is doing its best. That's all I can say about that. Thank you. Great question. Portal Woodworks is here. That's David Jones. Hi, David Jones. How are you? And estimated views are 3K. Yeah, the shorts are a new thing, and YouTube is kicking the tires and trying it out. Adam's Exploit says, knock, knock, who's there? Orange. Orange who? Orange you glad? Orange you glad you see me? That's a dad joke right there. Let me get my... I can do this. Hold on. Here we go. Not the fastest on the draw, but I try. I really try. Aren't you glad you didn't say? Yeah. Oh, please don't put that joke in there, please, for the love of all that's holy. And it's free. It's free to create a Locals community. It does go through an approval period. I had to wait 3.5 days for it to be completely turned on, but I did all of the startup activities and did the banner and everything and did the about page, typical things, and I really like it. Now you can live stream to Locals, but you can't RTMP into it, so you can't use streaming software like I'm using. I use Ecamm, or vMix would be a popular streaming software for the PC, or OBS Studio, which is streaming software that's Mac and PC compatible. I think you just have to use their interface. So, yeah, that's Locals. I really dig it. I really dig it. Let's look at the merch shelf. Hey, look at this. JJE is here. I know that person in real life. How are you? Glad you're back. Jaden says, is the website name? I can't find it. It is allthingsyoutube.locals.com. That's it. All things YouTube. Things is plural. allthingsyoutube.locals.com. And if you ever needed to get something and you're not sure where to go, you can always go to my website, which I retooled a little bit, and go down to here, locals. Well, my website is allthingsyoutube.com, not surprisingly. And then click either here, here, or here, and then you'll go to the locals community. So I have all my stuff there. And if you want to know where my stuff is everywhere else, you can go down here to the Notion section, all channels, groups, socials, and see this monstrosity of a empire I'm building across many different platforms. So here are all my All Things YouTube social medias I support, all things YouTube. Did I say all things? Awesome Wood Things, All Things YouTube, on and on and on and on and on. Even my Awesome Taco Memes Facebook page. If you like that page, you will get one taco meme delivered to your timeline a week. Not surprisingly, on Tuesday. Why am I doing that? I have no idea. I have over 600 followers there. I don't know why I do it. I don't know why I do what I do, but I do. Yeah, I do. I believe he lives in my old neighborhood. Okay, let's look at the merch shelf. I got the merch shelf going. Okay, this was not easy. Now, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to leave All Things YouTube and switcheroo over to Awesome Wood Things. Why? Because this channel is monetized. And you need to have monetization turned on in order to have the merch shelf, which I do. So if you come down here to monetization, and here you've got several tabs at the top. You want to go into shopping. And it does not look complicated. There are 3 areas, but you've got to link your store, and that takes a while. Once you've linked the store, then it needs to be approved by YouTube staff. They look at the merchandise you have for sale and see if any of your merchandise breaks terms of service. So, you can't have awful things on T-shirts, for example, or they won't do it. So it took over a week to get approved. Oh, look, it's actually wrong. Oh, this was the big problem. BK Bowling? This is supposed to say All Things YouTube. Let me refresh just to make sure this is saying what we're saying over here. This is not. Well, okay. Here was one of my issues. Within Teespring, I have mine connected to Teespring, and you don't need to have Teespring was the first merchant that they hooked into this. And here's me logged directly into Teespring, and I have stores. See, my store is called Awesome Wood Things, and I did have another store called BK Bowling, but they crippled BK Bowling. And if you go to my listings, you can see my listings here. I've got Watch Me on YouTube, some other things. And what I got going on is here's all of the products that I have. Now, not all of these are visible. I did these Angie's dogs for a dart league. My cousin wanted me to make these for him, and I did another one for him over here. And then here's here's one from my brother who has a bowling channel called Banner Knowledge Bowling. If you want to go on YouTube and search Banner Knowledge Bowling, you'll see my brother Steve, who looks a lot like me. It's kind of 15 pounds lighter than me. But if you want to see my brother on the YouTubes, he's over there. So once the store is connected, it's here. It's not saying the correct store name, but these are the assets in my store. And then down here, this is what I have customized to appear on my videos. I only have these 7. These 7. So I've got the Awesome Wood Things Premium Tee, the Watch Me on YouTube Premium Tee, the Do What You Want, Ignore Haters. That's a shirt that I have. The What's Up, the live streamer shirt. Cesium shirt, don't ask. And then a couple different variations. So then when you go to a video of mine, and I think, yeah, I'm not going to be able to see it because I'm logged in as me, but watch. So this is my video, but I'm logged in as myself. Watch what happens when I log in as someone else. Then the merch shelf will show up. Where's the merch shelf? Oh, maybe I need to be incognito. Let me try that. Yeah. I think it still knows it's connected to the MatthewHaasGeek@gmail.com account. Yeah, there's the merch shelf. Okay, so now I'm logged in incognito, and you can see these 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's the merch shelf, and then people can seriously, ads are going nuts. All right, and then if you want to buy a shirt, you can click this. And you're right there. Whoa. What's happening there? That's not good. Let me try this. I'm going to have to open another support ticket. I bet you there's a problem with that BK bowling store. Man, these technical issues are brutal. Oh, my. We got a bot. Okay, let me take care of that. Mods, you can go ahead and ban that. Get back here. Go back to the channel. Let's see if I can ban the bot. Let's see. Report. Spam. Message deleted by Rich Vibes. Thank you, Rich. Rich is on it, folks. Thanks for the heads up. We don't like the bots around here. No bots. What mod? Yeah, I run very light on the mods on my show. But hey, if you're interested in modding for me, connect with me. Might be able to hook you up. Now, that's the merch shelf. I will be opening a ticket, and we'll get that resolved. But I think it has to do with that channel that was. That store that was deleted, still somehow hooked in. The thing it was right earlier, but now it's not right. So, okay, let me move into some YouTube news. We have some YouTube news. If you have any questions about YouTube, drop them in the chat. I'll answer. The community tab is rolling out to everyone who has access to premium features. To get access to premium features, you basically give YouTube your phone number day one. So you launch a channel, you give them your phone number, and then that allows you to have a premium feature. A premium feature, for example, is the ability to live stream. So if you launch a new YouTube channel, under a new Google account, you can't live stream until you bank enough history so they know that you're a good actor and you're like using the platform appropriately, or you give them your phone number. And there's a couple other things you can do. You can show your ID, something like that, some other, and that could be like a video. There's a way to do some sort of face video, but typically you just give them your phone number. Then they send you a text message on the phone, and then you put that in, and then they can kind of connect you to a real person. And that sounds maybe not so good, but think about it. YouTube is a free platform to upload videos to, and they will distribute your video worldwide. It's a very expensive endeavor to have a platform like YouTube. And if they're asking you for your phone number, like, come on, like that's a fair trade right there. So community tab. So you could have the community tab, and that's a great way to engage with your audience. I have the community tab over here on Awesome Wood Things. So I can go to my home screen, go to community, and I can post things like images, links to other people's channels, links to my own videos, on and on and on. I shouted out Osprey Mama here. So it's just another content type that YouTube has. YouTube has videos on demand, or what I like to call edited videos. They have live streams. They have shorts, community posts. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Floyd Fernandez is here. Welcome back to the channel. What is the best way to support you that you get the most money in your pocket? Well, I'm glad you asked. I have an answer. I don't even know how this company is making money, but the only revenue that's taken is the credit card processing fee. So when you donate, it's 30 cents per transaction and 2.9%. That's it. That's low. That's very, very low. Stream Elements, it's one of the lowest I've ever had. That is the best way to support me for sure. Patreon's good, but that is a repeating type of thing. Patreon takes 10%. And I think there's a little bit on top of that as well. Yeah, that's the best. The lowest revenue I have is if you buy this book, I basically just get a couple cents. And the t-shirts, I think I've cranked the profit very, very low. So if you want a t-shirt of mine, please go ahead and buy it. But please buy the shirts if the primary reason is you want the shirt. I mean, if you really don't want the shirt, then I think I make like $2 per because look, that price is insanely low. Shirts are like $30 regularly. That's what they suggest that you sell them for. I'm like, no way. And I was wearing this shirt at the hockey game on Saturday. I was giving out business cards. People just come up to me, oh, you're on YouTube. Like, yeah, boom, business card. They come to you and they ask you about your YouTube. And people who don't care, don't ask. But when you're in a venue with 6,700 people, like, there's going to be half a dozen people asking you for your, asking you for details. I actually went to Lowe's before I went to the hockey game, and the kid at the register asked me about it. I'm like, yeah, you darn right I am. Oddly enough, it's the young people that typically, not all the time, I would say, 5 to 1, it's usually someone, high school or college, that asks you about your YouTube channel. Oh, man, look who's back. I gotta I don't know what it is. I think there's a way I can deal with this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I almost hit the end stream button. Dear Lord. Heaven Almighty. Please, let's navigate away from that tab. Stay away from that tab. I'm gonna see if I can block this information forever. This dude forever. I'll take you through the process. Let me actually go to my stream. I'm logged in as my channel. There we go. Hide user on this channel. Boom. User's messages will be hidden. Okay, that's good. See what else I can do. You seeing this? Yeah. Put user in timeout. I don't think I can do that because I've already done that. And I think what I can do is I can blacklist that person. Come here to studio and go to settings and community and moderators. Yeah, hidden use. Oh, look at that. See, he's already there. Fa-bam. Bye-bye. So, yeah, these are the people that I've permabanned from my my community. So there you go. That's the process, folks. Taking you through it. Look who's here, my good friend James Hicks. Hey, James. Hey, thanks for giving me the follow over there on the locals. Let me follow you back. Let me show you how to do that. So, member lookup. Now, I don't, as the owner, I don't have access to email addresses, but if you are a supporter, then I, as the locals owner, will get access to your email address. So just know that that's how that works. But I can fa-bam, follow Mr. James Hicks back. See who else is out there. Jaden's here. Okay, we will give Jaden a follow. Come on, get in on the fun, folks. You don't want to miss out on this good time. I'm indiscriminately following back all of my peeps. I already got these folks here. Look, I even have local support giving me some love. Dashboard. Yeah, it's very analytics heavy. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Yeah, playing with the nuclear equivalent for streaming. End stream button. I clicked close. Like my click down was like right on it. I think I clicked I think I clicked like right there. Don't touch the button. Don't touch the big red button. All right, I'm going far away from that screen again. My goodness. Kudos to me for not blowing up my own stream. Where is the URL for that? Well, it's on my website, matthaas.com, or you can type this, allthingsyoutube.locals.com. All things. So this is what they call a subdomain. I have which is a prefix on the actual website name, locals, LOCALS.com, but it's allthingsyoutube.locals.com. Or, as I mentioned, you can go to here on my website and then scroll down to the locals. Whoops, sorry. You didn't see that. here on my website and then scroll down to the locals area under the support heading and click this or that. Seriously, I'm really going to build that out. I'm working on a new deliverable. It is a YouTube roadmap, and it helps you get right with your value proposition and really has you work through a lot of that core reason why you're on YouTube. Hey, look, all things YouTube, I can give you tips, I can give you strategies, I can help you do this, pick the right path. But why? Why are you on YouTube? Like, you got to get right with that base. I'm working on that worksheet. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it away on locals first for free. And then I'm going to put it up on my store for a couple dollars for people who are not on locals. And all you got to do is be a follower. You don't even have to be a paid member. Like, that's, I think, the strategy. So, it's one thing to say, please join this social media over here and follow me. And I'm thankful for everyone who jumps on that and does it. But as a YouTuber, you often have to give value for people to take action. It's just the way of the world, folks. And so I think that's what I'm going to do. And that might be my strategy going forward, because I'm building out my store. I've got a huge store here. And this is for digital downloads. And I'm going to be adding more value. Most of it's for free, $0, $0, $0, $0, $0, $4, $0, $0, $0, $5, just to kind of give you a sense of what I'm providing here. And so, yeah, don't miss out. Don't miss out on that. Kevin Michael Reed is back in the house. I'll start over from scratch, Kevin. We talked about locals. We talked about the merch shelf. I still have a problem with my merch shelf. It's pointing to a defunct store that I have over there. I think I'm going to just disconnect it and then reconnect it and then pray that it finds it properly. Are there hangouts on locals? No. But you can do other fun things on there. I know some streamers are doing watch parties where they'll watch something premiering on a streaming channel, and then they'll all kind of talk about, like, there's some pretty advanced things you can do over there, and it's only getting better. It's only getting better. Hangouts is ending. What do you suggest instead? Google Meet. Google Meet is the replacement. So I like Google Meet. Zoom is around too. Kind of clunky. I don't really like Zoom all that much. But Zoom is feature rich. And sometimes a lot of features can make the product harder to use. Yeah, Google Hangouts. Remember Google Hangouts? Going back on Awesome Wood Things, I have some live streams where I use the Google Hangout product. You can see the little Hangouts logo before you go live and things like that. I was like, I remember that. Oh, and when they stopped that product, people were mad. They're like, what am I going to do? They didn't realize that StreamYard was a thing, and a lot of people went over to StreamYard. But yeah, Hangouts. Yeah, that was the stuff way back when. That's what was hot. Oh, I also put my Twitter account over there too on my website. So if you come here, this is a new entry there. Twitter. I didn't know what to put. Find all the tweets at this profile. That's kind of like a lame run up, but there you go. That's my page. I'm happy about this page. It's a single page. I do have other sub pages that are kind of hidden, but this is a sub page, the crypto page. So I built that. But the thing about this website is it's hand coded. It's one page and it loads insta fast. So it's not like you're hitting a WordPress and WordPress is fighting to hit the database and throw and draw stuff on screen real slow. You go to allthingsyoutube.com, hit enter, and before you blink, the whole thing loads. I love it. Well, Google still has chat video platform. Meets is pretty good. Still has a video. Yeah. Google actually had several very similar products. This is the thing when you run a large company like Google, several teams create several things and they are all kind of similar. They had several voice and chat technologies. They had Google Voice for like telephony, and they've had other voice chats, and had two other voice chat, and it kind of got a little crazy. That's what happens at Google sometimes is different departments make very similar products. Yeah, but if you have more than 2 people, it is an hour only, and then you have to make a new one. That's for, I know Zoom has a restriction. I don't think Google Meet has any restrictions like that. If it does, can you clarify? Because I think you can just go on Google Meet for as long as you want. Oh, really? I have Google Workspace, so I don't know what the free Meets limitations are. Well, my full-time job, they have a Google Workspace. We never run into problems there. And I've used Google Meet myself, and I know I've gone pretty long with it. Maybe I've never done a personal Google Meet through my personal Gmail account, my personal Google account. Maybe I never hit the limit. But that would kind of suck if there is a limit. Oh, well. Nothing's perfect and nothing's for free. Speaking of nothing being for free, I have re-upped, unbeknownst to me, my Restream membership. I love Ecamm so much. Ecamm can now multi-stream, so I'm using Ecamm's native features, and Restream does offer many other benefits, but its primary function is now inbuilt with Ecamm, and if you have enough bandwidth, you can do it all through Ecamm. So I had a little reminder to cancel Restream, which ended on the 14th. But I set my reminder to the 1st. I'm like, oh, I'll just set it for the 1st. And I was like, oh, I still got 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks and 3 days went by, and I was like, I just missed it. Yeah, 2 weeks and a day went by. I was like, when is that again? I think it's the 30th. And I'm like, oh, no, it's not the 30th. It was so, they got my money for another year. 24 hours for 2 people. That's Google Meet. Okay, didn't know that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever used a free Gmail account for anything, Google, except email. Listen, man, I signed up for an email address. I couldn't get what I wanted. So I'm like, Matt Haas, of course, was taken. Matt.Haas was taken. All the Matthew Haas permutations were taken. I was like, whatever, Matthew Haas geek at gmail.com. A nice long Gmail address, which I don't like. I'm like, I'm just going to use it for spam. I started signing up for like Five Below email lists and things like that. And then I started using Gmail, and I was like, Gmail is banging. Like, this is a feature-rich, super fast-loading, threaded emails. I liked all the features. I'm like, this needs to be my primary email. So I've just been hanging on to this very long, cumbersome Matthew Haas geek at gmail.com, and I've been rocking it ever since. And I am all about short URLs, short everything. And here I got the longest, most gnarly email address ever. I can't let it go. I love it. MATTHEWHAASGEEK at gmail.com. Like, it's hard. Like, talking over the phone to like whoever, and they're like, let me verify your email address. Can you tell it to me? And I have to go email.gmail.com. Okay. It's something else. Is that bot back? Dear Lord, I banned that bot. Oh, well. I'm glad you're on it, mods. Question from Floyd. Did you ever figure out how to do that one drawing overlay that allowed lines to cross and not lay across each other overlapping? That is a difficult thing. Complicated answer. Let me first describe what he was saying. This is using a tablet with the pencil and to do live annotations on screen. Okay, it's a pretty complicated process. You need a drawing program, and you need to build a pencil or like a drawing style very specifically. Procreate can do it. Oh, and then to make it happen on a live screen, you need to have a green background and then green screen it through your streaming software. Very complicated setup. And you need a capture card for it. So I bought the $15 El Cheapo capture card. This is literally a piece of crap capture card. Maximum 1080p. All capture cards are 4K now, but for streaming, I just needed 1080p. Anyway, Procreate has a tool setup, a multi-layered tool setup that I did get working once. And it was pretty awesome. The only thing it can't do is if you crossed lines, then you could see the line through it. Let me kind of describe what's happening here. This is a very advanced question, but it's a super cool process. So what he's talking about is there was a way to draw. You can see this. Yeah, you can see this. Like a line like this, but let me do it this way. Draw a line like that, and then at the same time, now you have to just bear with me here. I'm faking it. I'm faking this. Make this a little larger. God, that's awful. Okay, imagine that's not sloppy. But that is what I wanted to do in real time. And there's a way in Procreate to do it. But the only downside is if you lift your pen up, it would do this. I know this is probably not the most exciting, but I just want to make sure it's clear. Okay, it would look like that. So like right there, you would get this. You would get this crisscross where this cross, like it, in other words, it can't be like that. Like that's what I want. Like that would be awesome. But I don't think it could do that. Like so if you pick the pen up, that's what you would get, which I think is reasonable. And this type of environment would look good as an overlay because if it's on like a white area, if it's only white, it would get lost in here. Or if it's only black, it would get lost on the black elements. So I like things. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I got. There's no other Matt Haas. You're the only one. Yeah, Gmail's banging. I will have to look at how to set that up in Procreate. It was not easy. Like you literally had to build two pencils and then merge them together. It was very complicated, but it is working. Bot came back the very next day. I use my Google Voice number to save an extra $20 or 20% off your first-time buyers on a website. Won't take my Gmail email. Google Voice is pretty banging. Here's a fun story about me. This is kind of interesting. I have a public Google Doc that has been viewed hundreds of thousands of times. And what I did is I did an analysis to take a landline phone number and transfer it to Google Voice. Google Voice is a phone number, and they can give you a phone number or you can transfer in a phone number. But here's the thing. For you to transfer in a landline phone number, not allowed. So what you have to do is you have to transfer your landline to a cell phone. And then once it's active on the cell phone, you take it from the cell phone and transfer it into Google Voice. And it's a complicated 7-step process, very nuanced. You have to do the steps, very specific steps in a very specific order. And the timing of the steps is very specific. Bottom line, it's not easy. I documented it all out in plain English on this Google Doc, and it is everywhere. It comes up first on the search results list, and it's a kind of like a pretty amazing thing, and it has held up this entire time. Let me see if I can find it for you. I think it's kind of neat that maybe it's even a million views. Let me see. Let me call this up. I don't even have a link to it anywhere. Oh, here it is. I built it in 2012. Look at this. Okay. Is this it? Oh, no, that's not it. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Maybe it's this one. Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay. This is a public Google Voice Google Doc. I don't know if I can get stats for this, but it's a guide. I put it together. I did have commenting on at one point. So, like, here's the prerequisites you need to do. Here's the step-by-step part. You need to do some prep and then do this and get the prepaid card and then do the porting and then do the configuring. And then here's my experience, cost analysis. I broke it all down. And here's a visual. Like, so this is day 1. This is what you're going to get. Day 2, this is what you should see. Day 3, day 5, day 6, day 7. Is there stats? Someone let me know. I don't know. Somehow I knew. Oh, someone's in it now, probably from the live stream. I don't know what that is, but there's somehow I saw the stats on this, and it was off the charts. I was like, it just goes to show you, if you make valuable stuff and put it public on the world internet, people will really resonate. I think this had to do with Vonage. Okay, that's probably why it's not that popular anymore. I was dealing specifically with the Vonage way to do it. So yeah, that's how you did it. You kind of ported it. I don't know. Somehow anyway, you had to juggle all these different platforms to get it to work. But yeah, Polly wants a crafter. Hello. Are you concerned you might be enabling scam artists? For Google Voice? No. Believe me, scam artists don't need information from me. Scam artists know exactly what they need to do. I'm not helping that at all. I think through the Google API you can use stats on docs. I somehow I figured it out, and I was shocked. Sammy wants to count ? I want it too. Getting pen overlay to work even once is a win, Mr. Haas. You are the boss. Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was just at Cricket today. I ordered an iPhone from Apple over the weekend. I almost cried at the price. Should have it in about a month. My 7 Plus is on its last leg. Brother, I hear you. My last phone, I cracked the screen, took a bath on it because I wasn't under Apple Care, and I could have cried. So then my iPhone 12 that I got, I ran it through the washing machine. And even though it's rated to sit in water at low depth, at a shallow depth, it hosed up the Wi-Fi radio, and the Wi-Fi never worked, and it flipped over to cell phone usage for data. And I was getting overages on my unlimited mobile data plan. That's right. I have unlimited mobile data, and I went over the limit on my unlimited plan, over the limit. Are you starting to see what's not right here? I should sue the heck out of them. If it's unlimited, it's supposed to have no limits. Don't get me started. I forgot about Vonage. Yeah, so I think my dock sort of aged out, but it was there since 2012. 10 years ago I made that. It's kind of nuts. Yeah. Hello. Mariz, leave vlog. Hello. Welcome to All Things YouTube. Good to have you here. Yeah, that stinks. Who knew? Yeah. That's not how you clean your browsing history on your phone, boss. Oh, my goodness. Well, listen, I had a great time here. We didn't get to memberships. If you're interested in a deep dive of memberships, I can work on that. I can certainly do a first look at the memberships on a future stream. But a lot is happening at YouTube. Things are getting much better. Super chats are going to soon roll out to channels that are not in the YouTube Partner Program. That's going to happen in 2023. I'm very happy about that. I'm thrilled the community tab is going to reach all customers who are premium feature customers, which is basically about everyone, not customers, but channel owners. It's YouTube is stepping it up. They realize they have competition. They realize other social media sites are nipping at their heels, and they got to stay relevant. To do that, they got to make it easy for you to make money, and they are pushing all of that down into more and more users. And because let's say Rumble's out there. Rumble is a force to be reckoned with. That's like another YouTube. Very, very popular. There are a couple of those. Not all of them survived. BitChute's still around and pretty popular. But yeah, Rumble now went public. Like it's a big deal. A lot of these kind of use blockchain. You know, they're built with blockchain. They're modern systems. A lot of fun. I know. I'm sorry. I didn't get to it. I will give you double your money back, Dave. Someone do the math for me. 0 times 2 is going to have to work on that one. Don't divide anything by 0. There was a U.S. battleship out in the Pacific, and the computer tried to divide by 0. Shut the whole battleship down. It was just stranded for a couple hours until they could patch Microsoft Windows. Like, don't divide by 0. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I love you all. Stay awesome. Catch me on the interwebs. I stream Monday through Friday on this channel. Awesome, fun things. Sometimes on Friday, I do a super terrific, awesome show with my wonderful co-host, Sandy Archer. She is a blast. Get in my Facebook group. Join locals. Get in on my email newsletter. That's free to do. And tell me why I'm on Twitter. Follow me over there. I still haven't figured out Twitter. It's the simplest social media. It's like short little tweets, but it's kind of hard to get my head around it as far as business strategy wise. But I'm trying, folks. Good night. I love you all. Thumbs up, please. And I'll catch you on the flippy flip. Bye.